Hello and welcome. My name is Bumblebee and I'm sharing some of my quality of life electrical circuits in Rust. Today we are looking into industrial piping and how we can fully automate our base in an easy way where you only need one drop box and ignore everything else. But before we start, I would like to introduce you to the server Fiddlers Green. Fiddlers is a vanilla server with 2x spawns and the server where I started with Rust, the only true newbie-friendly server I have seen so far. Its core community is full of helpful players that are happy to share their experience with you, from building advice over how to clear monuments and everything in between. If you're an average player like I am or a beginner, make sure to give Fiddler's Green a tryout. I will put the server link into the video description and hope to see some of you joining. But back to our piping. This will be a series in where we include more and more piping circuits into our main circuit step by step until everything in our base is automated. And today we start with our main circuit of box sorting and general setup. You will need a bunch of storage adapters. You can already place them on all your boxes. And you will need a couple of industrial splitters, conveyors and industrial combiners. Before we start, please note that there are several ways to set up industrial piping and I'm only showing you my favorite way. That doesn't mean that others are wrong or better, it just means that I'll share my favorite with you. So for this, I have one dedicated wall for industrial and I have all sorting on one wall. For me, that's the easiest way because I only have one point to go to. And I start with placing 2 conveyors, followed by a splitter, followed by 2 conveyors. From here, I work down some splitters, just straight down. And the same run row next to each. And to the other side. Now I will just build my conveyors all around these splitters. Once that is done, we take our splitter all the way on top and connect the first splitter with the splitter above. Like this. Now we have each output of the top splitter into each row of the splitters below. And now we always connect the ones above each other. This is what your wall should look like now. Once all your industrial splitters are connected with each other, we power up our conveyors. I start at one side and then just go around. Alright. This is our basic setup done and we can now start with sorting our boxes. We go to our first conveyor and we tell this one we want to have all our fracs in this one. We do that. We go for the industrial input and the input will always come from a splitter. So we connect it to any open slot. It doesn't matter to which one, just to any open slot in the splitters. And the output goes into a box. Let's use this one. What I usually do, as soon as I have connected one, I turn it on so I know this one is done. We can now go to the second box, and let's say we want wood into this. We again take the input, connect it to a splitter output, and connect the output of the conveyor with the box. And turn it on. Now we don't only need single items, but we can also use combined items, like components as example. Set up components, apply, conveyor input goes into an industrial splitter and the output to a box. And turn it on. And here, let's say we want to have cloth, leather, low grade, and animal fat. Let's take this one. Apply. And again, we take input, connect it to a splitter, and the output into a box. Now you keep doing this with as many boxes as you would like, as many as they fit here. If you make your circuit too big, then it will stop working, but you will notice that then you just have to split it up. But for now, this one will do it. So now we need to connect our drop box. We do this by simply drop a box, put a storage adapter in it, and use the output and connect that with our very first industrial splitter on top. What this will do is it will now pulls everything from the box into the splitters, and from the splitters into the single conveyors, and they push it into the boxes. But you can see now, as soon as I drop it here, the conveyors should start working. And as you can see, they start sorting. Everything vanishes here. Everything besides the stuff we didn't put a filter on. And they all come up here. That was my test. As you see, nice and easy box sorting. So, but now we want to automate our base. That also means we want to automate our TC, right? For that, we do the same as with the boxes. We go to a conveyor, connect it to the splitter, and then take the conveyor out and put it into the storage adapter of our TC. What I like to do is I like to put it on always 24 hours. With having it on always 24 hours, I see exactly if it's broken or not. So in this case, I have an uptime for 1378. And I will set my conveyor now to 1400. We go over here, take our fragments, max 1400, apply, and turn on. Okay, now you will notice nothing happens. That is because we only put into our boxes and not out. For having it going out, we need to put some industrial combiners. I like to build up here the same way I did with the splitters. For now we need to connect all our pipings again, same as we did with the splitters. And now we have all these slots free. First, we take away our drop box and connect it to one of these combiners. The main combiner goes into the splitter. And this will now be our source of income. We now take every industrial out from our boxes and connect it with the combiners. We have now connected our fragment box, and you will see now that the uptime is full. He is now starting to push in the fragments. As you can see now, I have an uptime for 1 day. Same happens again when you take it out. The industrial will go into your storage container and will throw everything back into the TC. And that is our main setup for the box sortnet. I hope this wasn't too complicated. As soon as you have done it a couple of times, it will become pretty easy. You just need to remember that you need always a conveyor to push and pull. You have to imagine the conveyors as hands. You need hands to push and pull your stuff. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I will do additional videos to this series where we have auto crafting, bunkers, and I don't know what else you guys would like. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you have any additional questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. And if you would like to see more of my content, I will be very happy if you press the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it will help me grow my channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on Fiddlers Green. Bye bye.